kind of people are concerned about health, right? So the more that people are concerned about health, the better for health clubs in general. I'm just kind of wondering if there's anything else, that's driving people to become members.
With the Olympic Club, it's the prestige. So I think that's why it's hard for me to answer that question, because the Olympic Club in particular is probably a different case than what your client you're planning for. That would be my guess. So I'm not sure.
Well, I mean, if you want to just talk about kind of the Olympic Club then, or even just similar clubs of that sort, I mean, ones where it might be seen as more exclusive or prestigious, elaborate on that a little bit if possible.
Well, as far as the outreach, we never had to do, like, whereas the clubs I look at outside, they're always doing like, this kind of promotion, you can, no initiation fee, no this, no that, 6 months at this level. We didn't have to do that because we always had a line of people still waiting to get in. But in general, I find that the clubs around here, there's so many where I'm at, that we get probably a promotional, whether I get an email or actual print pieces, probably one a week at least, promoting a new gym. So I think that, I don't know, that's a good question as far as what the trend would be. But I think definitely, I know we were looking at it as more taking everything that digital online direction and not worry about printing pieces, not worry about stuff like that, but definitely make sure that we were in their channel. Whereas with the older, that was the whole push for us, was just adjusting how we were even reaching out, because before that it was always print. And I was like, that's not how it works anymore. And one of the people said, like, this is why we have a communications department, so that we are coming into the 2000s. So.
Got it. Okay, so, I mean, if I'm thinking about the question of how Olympic Club is looking to appeal to younger generations, well, I mean, at first it starts by communicating with them or somewhere where they're listening, right? That's kind of step one.
Yep, and we would work with, as far as like how we would promote the teams and then how those athletes use the club beyond that. That was a lot of the tack that we took was, well, what do you do here? And we'd have like some of those more like known members and show them and talk about their testimonials and what their use of the club was. And that was one of the ways that we tried to draw people in and help them. The people who were bringing in members, gave them ways to explain the club and promote it to their friends.
Got it. So highlighting success stories of some younger, like some kind of cool role model athletes, I guess, is okay.
Yes. And with success stories that people would have with our nutritionists or with recovery, with working with the trainers and supplementing physical therapy. We tried to personalize it enough that people didn't just think of it as the machines up there.
Got it. So, I mean, you mentioned a few kind of additional, like, add-on services there, like nutrition and personal training, physical therapy. Are those new, and are there more of those that are kind of like, let's add some stuff, let's keep things interesting for everybody?
It's new. The nutritionist, I think, had been at the club for about maybe 7 years now. But as far as the interest, that definitely grew the past few years, I would say. I think that the older members were all, realizing that they had to change their approach, and whereas younger people, I think, are already kind of interested and try to have a better proactive nutrition habit than having to learn it at 60.
So I guess my question is, like, a trend, I guess, then would be kind of looking at health as more, from a more holistic perspective, right? You want to make sure you're healthy in physical therapy and nutrition, also like saying cardio and weightlifting, which I guess is helpful if you have all of that kind of at your disposal in one spot.
Yes, correct.
Okay, that makes sense.